Somebody just left me a voicemail. So I guess I'll never know what they called about.
90.1 FM.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Let non-stop music go.
The People's Radio.
Yes, a beautiful, wonderful good morning to you, beautiful listeners of Badigi Radio 90.1 FM. From everywhere and anywhere it is you are listening to my voice this beautiful morning. I want to say a top of the morning to you, and I wish you the best of the week, as today is Monday, the 9th of February 2026. Right about now. Yes, right about now, studio time check is 34 minutes past the hour of 7. Yes, and it is time for that your wonderful and favorite breakfast show. That is the Global Review and issues in the news. And this morning I already have IG in the studio this morning. Good morning this morning, IG.
Good morning, Ibile. Good morning, dear listener. Welcome to the program. I hope you had a very wonderful weekend. And we pray and hope that this week will be all successful to everyone that is out there looking for one thing or the other.
Yes. Thank you very much for that one. And we'll still shout on what about like we always do, always and always. I think it is now Niswasek. Niswasek, people are still looking for water because people are still not having water up to now, IG. And it is getting crazier because people are now getting more afraid because we are getting closer to the Ramadan season.
Yes, it's unfortunate that every season we have to experience this water scarcity, and I think I don't know. It's like the most basic thing to do for any government. The most basic, that is the smallest thing you can do. Yeah. It's water. And if you can't get water, what else can you do? What else can you do? Lack of water brings a lot of problems, like diseases that people have to source for alternatively, like digging ground, going to unsafe wells. Sometimes they even go to the extent of that all these drainages.
Exactly.
It's absolutely uncalled for. But
What is
what
uncalled
else?
for?
Baba,
What are you uncalled for?
Baba, it is the water situation as usual, Baba.
As usual.
And Baba, there's so much danger attached.
No, listen. You cannot every day start your day by complaining of water.
Baba, when the water
No,
is not
listen. They are working on the network. They have brought an advert.
Of course.
They are working on the network.
beautiful.
I think they started.
And they are working on the reticulation network.
Oh, beautiful.
And then you here,
Beautiful.
because of your level of
Beautiful.
frustration and the
Baba,
primitive
Baba never
concept.
give us our money.
Which
this
money?
thing. The money to arena, Baba.
No, there's
Baba no go give us money to arena this morning, eh? Mr.
Let's
Pa.
not find so.
we are beginning to see that.
Wait, Empire. Okay, because the commissioner came here, have you surrendered?
Not surrender, not really surrender. Baba, we say it.
Okay, take your money tonight.
In that sense, relatively, the water I stole from the day they bought water, I'm still having that water, so that's why I'm not.
How small?
How can you know? How much do you know? Is
Babu, no water. You can do much. No water. The higher the water in your area, the lesser the quantity.
But do you know that you people they surprise me? Today is the memorial of Murtala's murder by agents of CIA and MI5. You are not even say, okay, let's celebrate Murtala. You are talking of water. Somebody who gave you the federal capital. Somebody who within 6 months was able to turn Nigeria around, which some people in 8 years, 15 years, 20 years, they left no mark. When you are to Yabarsuno in Araba Sunday.
Baba.
You come here and you don't baba me. You baba bunker.
Don't Baba. So as I'm on my way here, I was not equally being reminded that today is your 9 years of marriage with our mother. So
9 years.
Yes. So
is it 9 years?
Yes.
9-year anniversary.
24 years. And 20, is it 9 years? Is it 9 years or 24 years or 25 years?
24.
Are you alright?
That's why she takes me.
Amma kai
she must be.
kana shaye-shaye
It's like it's
ko?
not
Baba.
coming from me.
Like I said, I'm telling Sumina boys.
Ka san me da boys.
Sumina city boys.
How did you do the Korodu boys? Did you surrender to Korodu boys?
Mr. Paya, now you be the
Tornadoes.
to those.
What's the result?
2-0 they defeated.
Why not they defeat you? When you don't allow your coach to make his game, when everybody is a coach, when everybody is in charge of selection. Please bring that thing. Kasa kadang.
All right.
It's giving you too much yellow. Kadang. It's okay.
Wow. So what are you saying now, Mr. Paya? Is it 9 years? Or is it typographical?
It should be not for
No,
me.
it's a typographical
From-
error,
you know,
Baba.
like-
So, Baba, congratulations from all of us in the
yes,
studio
yes.
on behalf of all the staff
And
and,
then-
members of Badegi Radio and also the fans
Yes.
of Badegi Radio and, in fact, the whole entire Nigerians and Nigerians and the whole world at large.
But I think that one is a private affairs.
Baba.
Now our Matana we are together for 24, 25
no be
years.
small thing, oh.
25 years. Is it your business?
Baba, no be our business, but it is something
When did
worth
you become your business?
celebrating.
When did you become
Baba,
your
this
business?
is love worth celebrating.
Did I go to your
Baba,
father to say whether
25 years, no be
hold
small
on.
thing.
Did I go to your father to say when are you going to celebrate your marriage to a village mother?
But Baba,
Hey,
It's a celebration.
Papa, have I ever asked your father, say how long have you been married?
No. You see, I have
And
a
you
message, and I have,
oversee.
I'm just delivering the message. So,
But when did you become a messenger for marriage?
where I'm
He's
a
a
messenger,
messenger. That's what he says.
I'm
Journalist.
always going to be a messenger.
Let's go back to the business. of the day.
Congratulations, Baba. All right, Baba. Away from that, Baba. So last week there was this issue in the House about the Electoral Act Amendments Bill and the whole brouhaha on
You
top
see,
of that issue.
you cannot eat your cake
And have it.
You can't. No,
Yes.
you cannot be dollard. Do you know how they call dollard? You cannot be unattentive. In the parliament, you avoided sitting in the parliament. You went chasing some your private business, and then a motion has been placed, and the call is made for that motion to be heard, and whether that motion is agreed upon or not agreed upon, the eyes have it.
Yes.
That is the real thing. Apaya.
Because there was complaints, Baba. There was
we have
complaints
to-
from the House. People were saying they were not. They were not.
there. Were they not?
But there was so much noise. They said there was so much
not
noise.
question of noise. Look, Apaya, you either wake up and be responsible, or you become irresponsible. You either stand up to do your duty, or you are just a failure, complete failure. You are either standing for responsibility that you have been voted into, or you are not there at all. And that is why but allow me
There is one
to make my point. When I make my point, you can make your point. Am I quarreling with you? Abu ya lalace kun gudu kun bar abin da aka zabe ku har an kira call an ce an adopting emotion an yi passing din shi then you come back to say ba haka kuka yi at a private closed door sitting ba. Closed door sitting is something different from plenary. It is the plenary that is being recorded. Your closed door is close to losing yourself. And if you transfer now. Transfer rubbish and you pay for it. Ko baka fahimta ba. Let's listen to what happened in the House. I do my research. I don't sleep. Listen very carefully. Listen very carefully. Listen to me very, very carefully. Wait. Where? Go ahead.
Clause 60. Yes, Senator Manguno.
Mr. President, distinguished senators, my name is Mohamed Tahir Monguno. I represent Barunet Senatorial District. Mr. President, I propose that instead of using the word transmission, we should retain what is in the existing word extant law, which is transfer.
Any seconder?
Yes, second.
Yes, DSP.
I second.
Okay.
Didn't hear what he said.
The motion has been moved and seconded. Those in support say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Can we go to? I hope you heard what they said. Clause 60.
Bet Baba.
Come,
Bet
let
Baba.
me
No,
tell you.
Baba.
Let me tell you.
Baba.
You have to be alert to survive, you have to be alert. Look, you cannot eat your cake and have it.
at the same
You
time.
cannot prove to be incompetent, inconsequential, irresponsible, ineffective, rascally abuse of your own privilege of being a member of that particular chamber. There is no how you'll be elected to a position of representation and you are sitting there and they say they read the motion. You say, Ms. Okache, why were you listening? Akwe loudspeakers, akwe headphones. Why were you? Were you paying attention? You didn't pay attention.
There is a lot of under.
And then they call a motion. If you then they Aima then you allowed yourself to be robbed. Like somebody this morning was saying, I should battalion. Are you mad? You who buy a hurry after over 200 to 300 people have been slaughtered in that corridor. It's a corridor. We discuss that corridor here every day. For the last 3-4 months, almost 5 months, we say Al Qaeda has made a sleeper cell in that location, didn't we? And we say even the explosion by the dam is an attempt to blow the dam. They say, where do we come from? And here you are, somebody allowed a bullet in the chamber and used the bullet to kill himself. And we say bullets should never be allowed in the chamber. And here you are, we say chambered 17. The gauge is 12 for the Magnum. Shot, the Magnum gun, hunting gun
from Alemi.
We say that is not a rifle for terrorism.
It's for defense and hunting.
It's not Mark 4
Yes.
that you can use for sniper. It's not Mark 6. It's not M16 of American standard. And you are carrying this man, locking him up, abusing his privacy, harassing him, that all his property you have taken it, and you want to sell it off, disgracing him, simply because he refused to join APC. If you know you have the support, if you know you have everybody that is one, you will win election, why is the desperation? Why are you harassing people to join you? And what have you come to show? Murtala has Abuja to his name. Till the kingdom come. Babangida have South Bellland Bridge. And Babangida moved to Abuja. And let me tell you, when Murtala was murdered at the Bank Road, near the Federal Secretariat, nobody knew where the corpse was. The Supreme Council met. Where was Obasanjo when Murtala was killed? He was under the bed in the Ijesha Lodge in Ikoyi. He went and ran into the private house, he called it Ijesha Lodge, and ran under the bed. Do you know that? And then when they came, they said, Babangida, where is Murtala? He said he doesn't know. They said, go and find his corpse. Babangida went to Yaba military clinic. There is a Yaba military clinic. That is why they found Murtala body, ridden with bullets. They said, okay, Babangida, go again to to dislodge Dinka. He went empty-handed. Dinka, better find your level. It has failed. You are my friend. They said, why don't you shell the place and kill everybody? He said the collateral damage will be too much. And who did all this? Gerald Ford, the president of United States, the vice president that became a president after the resignation of this guy, the Californian person, that lawyer who became a vice president, and then he became Nixon. Nixon was caught in burgling the headquarters of Democratic Party because election was coming, and they found him guilty, and they said, okay, resign. Here people don't resign, but there they resigned. And Nixon resigned, and Gerald Ford became the president. And Gerald Ford ordered that we should not be involved in liberation struggle in Namibia, liberation struggle in Mozambique, in Angola, and South Africa. And the Murtala stand his ground that you cannot give me order. You can't order me from America. When Bob Marley was singing that until the philosophy of one man inferior and the other superior is completely rejected and put aside. That's what Murtala did. And what they do, they recruited some irresponsible characters that they should go and bring Gawan. Gawanda did about 13 years, and there's no plan for handing over country to civilian. And what did the Mursala did? He tried to say, okay, how do we go? Let's write a new constitution. Is it going to be African constitution? Is it going to be something else? Let's work out something for ourselves that will suit us and fit us. But those who wanted to remain at the appendage to European imperialism and neocolonialism didn't want Mursala there. And you know Galadima Road, there is 2 upstairs there. He says it's mine and I'm giving it out. Everybody should bring what he took. Despite the fact that you wanted to say, okay, when he led the federal troops into Delta, and then there was this Asaba massacre. Can you remember? I'm an encyclopedia. Yes. I know too much.
Baba, you were there. You were there when most of these things happened. So definitely, Baba.
I'm not a soldier. So what I'm telling you, what have you got to offer? What? Look, there is what they call civil service presidency. Civil service presidency. A president that is controlled and manipulated by civil servants who have no stake. Their children are in Europe. Ga inda zaka bi fa if in ka jawo wannan zaka ci in ka taba wannan ba ci wannan na ci kamar wala mugun caca wannan na ci wannan ba ci. Now we are talking about we should share we should foot the bill of the power supply. Okay, but do we enjoy the power?
Supply.
And don't blame AEDC. No, it's whatever the Junko gave them, and they prioritize. Also, if you hear, listen. Apaya, I know you have that radical, you are not a realistic radical. There is what they call real politic with K, and there is a real politic with C. Your own politics is politics with C.
That's statistics.
That politics naka. Na sai kai abamu namu. Sai kai there must be limitation to abani nawa. Ina nawa me aka bani, me aka baka.
Change the mantra.
Me aka baka aka kwace machine. Me aka baka aka kwace na pep. Me aka baka aka kwace me karamin motar nan, that small chukuli moto.
Volkswagen.
Kai ana magana moto Toyota small Toyota.
The first lady come here kiran shi.
Bai first lady ba, first lady ya yi girma.
Starlet.
So now aka ba mutum Starlet aka ce da Allah muna bukatar Starlet din. Ko ni ma an ba da Starlet an kwace. Wallahi an kwace. Saboda
it's individualistic in nature. Let's make it.
Ni na ga maka abun nan rayuwa yanda yake ne. Kai ka san problem dina da kai?
Let's be we ba. Let's talk about we.
Ka san problem dina da kai? You don't see what I see. And by the time you see what I saw, it is late. Now, where are we going? People are lying to us. Okay, but listen to, as far as power supply is concerned, listen to this guy at the Senate. But I talk too much.
As long as we are...
All right. Baba, while we are looking for that, though, Mr. Paya.
How can you tell me by Shiba?
I told you
I own my phone. I own myself. God created me to be independent of you. Apaya, don't mismanage me. Because you have tendency of manipulating me.
All right, let's take a listen.
If a senator stands up to speak, you don't tell him round up until he yields the floor. That is how it's supposed to be. This country belongs to us. This democracy belongs to the people. I'm surprised, and there are 2 surprises now. One is the sudden hike of the electricity tariff, and which to me is against the Constitution, because our Constitution is supreme. Section 42 says that you cannot discriminate against Nigerians. When I heard about this, Band A, Band 2, Band B, Band C, it's discrimination. It's discrimination. And it should not be allowed. This is the first time I'm hearing it, that you can get an hour for 20 hours, and somebody will get it too. Supposing you are living among the masses, and you can afford to pay for 24 hours. And that is what they are supposed to provide. Besides, this power supply, power distribution company belongs to Nigerians. They just took it like that and then use it to be loading charges on Nigerians. Suddenly one morning, they wake up again and say, a cybercrime levy. Thank God this president is listening. And we have a responsibility of calling people to order. If you see how the Minister of Power was presenting this increase in power, as if he owns the company and these Nigerians are being provided. It should not be like that. We are appointed, we are elected. Please, SP, I can see that you are running out of patience. But we are supposed to be doing the right thing. Please. When somebody does a good job and gives us a leadway, we should follow. I'm happy. It's only that he ignored another group. There should be Banji, and I belong to that group. Ban generator and renewable energy, because we don't see the light anywhere. So let's take this issue of power so that it doesn't come up. Nigerians are getting too much shock unnecessarily. Somebody will just wake up and say and get a crazy idea that, oh, increase the power this thing, and you go there and announce it. No, it should go through the National Assembly. That's why we are here. We are representing the people, and anything that affects the people should be before the National Assembly before you do it, please. And so let us not like this now. If we start discussing this very important matter, you say, oh, 10 minutes, 2 minutes. No. Mr. President, and my distinguished colleagues, and I want to commend the committee for a job.
So, Apaya, as you want to shut me up and you say you give me 1 minute, I refuse to take your 1 minute. I want to make my point.
I wish you are in the US where you can have enough time to exhaust all that you have. If it is one issue,
if I'm in the US,
if it is one issue that
in
you want
Nigeria,
to
in Nigeria, I should not exhaust myself.
No, you would.
I should go to US.
No,
in my house, in this radio house, I should be subjected. No, hold on. I should be subjected to your whims and caprices.
That is Nigeria.
You have audacity to tell me to shut up.
Baba,
I wake up this morning to struggle to even come here without fuel in my car, and you have audacity to shut me up. And I didn't receive light till 3 a.m. When suddenly I was sleeping, and then I was rudely awoken by the light that came in, and suddenly the fan is harassing me, and I start coughing, and I wake up.
Baba,
and I couldn't sleep since that time. And you,
there's a contradiction here, Baba. You are the ambassador of AEDC now. Ambassador of light. And you are complaining to us, Baba. Who do you complain to? Who do we want to?
If you have if you are a honorable ambassador, you can even tell your country that your country has failed.
So, if you are honorable.
If you are honorable, you will even apologize on behalf of your country. It's like Israeli ambassador telling everybody or insulting everybody in the United Nations and saying he doesn't have any belief that anything that condemns Israel, despite the mass massacre of the children and women in Gaza. No, we are defending ourselves, we are doing this, we are doing that, and to hell with everybody. And America would sit down and say, no, we are Security Council, we are objecting. Don't you see how rubbish America has been rubbish? Don't you see Trump on the Epstein file with small children?
Honestly.
Don't you see Trump with small children?
Yes. A whole lot of that, Baba. But Baba, the thing is now, what I'm looking at, Baba, is the way that how have we degenerated so low, where our National Assembly is now being like a beer parlor politics kind of scenario, Baba.
The point is that buy and sell them. Ara. Ata, ara, ata, ara, ata. Transactional. Some of them don't even go there. They only go there when there's money to share. And now how can you blame Akpabio? I pity Akpabio. I like Akpabio.
But Baba, Akpabio made some statements, Baba.
That what?
Now, he said in 9 out of 36 states, there is no network. And
excuse me,
the reason
issue,
why.
No.
That's what he said.
The
Baba.
issue of network, I will come there. I still have that material. The issue of network, create a network. Excuse me, if we're a gangster, if Fulani gangster will be able to send. Let me take you there.
Baba, take us there.
You Okay.
Baba, you need to take us there.
No, you. Omo.
Say Baba.
Omo
Baba, people need to know these things.
Omo
Say Baba.
What?
As you are searching,
Am I searching?
for
Am I supposed to search? Am I searching?
Yes, sir.
Do I look like a searching?
Baba don't talk good here.
Am I a search engine?
Baba, you are an encyclopedia.
No. Pantemi is contesting for governorship of Gombe.
I want to help you now again.
What are you going to help me with?
Because I have privilege to the data because you send it to me and I know you just passed through it. You just gone. The data is down. I believe you are looking at Babio's statement, right?
You don't know what Baba is looking for.
No, it's not Babio. It's down there.
In 9 states.
Yes.
Out of 36 which one doesn't have network? They all have network.
He said states that are having insecurities. That is what the Senate president
and then
said.
if the states are
having insecurities,
are
that
you
they don't
going
have
to have
network
election
in those states.
See, at the polling unit, you might not have the network. But as you move from the polling unit to the collection center, as you move, you get network. Even if there's no network from the polling unit to the collection center, as you move from the collection center to local government headquarters, you have network.
I did listen to what Baba was saying. A gangster in the bush has network to do TikTok.
So, which means
let's listen to Akpabio.
All right.
Even if it's transfer, use of electronic transmission, even if it's transfer. But real time means that in over 9 states where networks are not working because of insecurity, there will be no election result. And nationally means that if the national grid should collapse and no network is working, no election result will be valid. But you see them talking. We even have a young man from Akwa Ibom who is, I think he's a publicity secretary in one of the parties. You hear him talking, you would think he's Senator Effiong Bob, who has seen it all. He doesn't know anything about lawmaking. And he will talk and talk and talk. But what can I say? I can't answer. The Senate does not conduct elections. We don't deploy technology. We only make laws. INEC must apply the law. The timing, scope, and modalities rest with INEC, acting within the framework of the law enacted by Parliament and interpreted by the Supreme Court, as the Supreme Court had interpreted about this electronic transmission. People should go and read these things. We insist now and always that the electoral reforms must be anchored in law, guided by capacity secured against abuse, and applied uniformly across the nation. Technology.
No, Baba, there's a reason why I said.
Do you know, let me tell you.
Baba.
Still, we have a challenge of technology. It's talking of technology. But do you know there are satellite phones?
That's what you are saying.
Hold on. Take me down. Don't take me down. Let me come on my way.
Good.
I come in peace.
Say, Baba.
There are satellite phones. Each polling unit. How many polling units are in the country? Buy a satellite phone for them. Each polling unit have a satellite phone. That satellite phone, you can enter all the result onto your handset and send
it.
That's all. As you are issuing the electoral materials, you are issuing the satellite phone. And then the data on the phone is open-ended. So that nobody will come and start using the phone to call his girlfriend and exhausted the airtime on it. It's open-ended for data. Airtime is restricted. Do you understand what I'm saying? But for you to come to say there are no network in 9 states, it also shows you the lower level of the mental capacity of the leadership. And that's why I'm saying we are struggling with 4,000 to 5,000 megawatts, which cannot go around. Give me the opportunity to build something like Zaporizhia nuclear power plant. And if you are saying the states are to pay for electricity that somebody never consumed, okay, we have 4 dams, hydro dams in Niger State. Let the government of Niger State take it back, buy it back, and then we bring the Koreans to run it. And then the network of the distribution, we give it to Siemens. We write agreement to Siemens. Siemens will manage it. That's what happens in Egypt. GE came into Egypt, set up power plants, and ran it. If I tell you that we are even when the Buhari just came, we say, okay, let's go to Egypt and see what happened with the power supply. He refused. Chief of Staff eventually went to Siemens to negotiate something that was not his business, and they pick up Konora there and come and die. Nigeria must change for good. And that's what Murtala was trying to do before they eliminated him. If you don't have people like Babangida that are courageous enough and say, why is the dead body? Go and bring the dead body. And they brought it. Who are those involved? Clear those that have taken over the radio station. He said, oh boy, the thing don't fail, find your level. To avoid collateral damage. We cannot bombard the Ikoyi radio station coming in from the Ikoyi cemetery and coming in from the bank road. You know, I know Ikoyi like my palms. I've lived in Lagos for over 15 to 20 years. I lived in Victoria Island. I lived in Ikoyi. That time, Morocco was bush, ghetto. Lekki was nobody. Kaya dada magana na? Sangros. Your Obalande, Kefi, go on.
Say Baba.
So what we are saying here is that the purposeful nature of the leadership that will provide service for Nigerians, we have been left behind. You squeeze us, follow the World Bank directives, follow the IMF directives, the government become property of IMF and World Bank, and people are suffering. No water, no electricity, food cheap, but you have no money to buy, unemployment, youth are hanging around, and then the gangsters that are in the bush are being allowed to continue to terrorize us. There is a video of that lady that were being molested in the bush. They are hitting their face, their head with a rifle, with the barrel. But they say
you watch those videos and you have to break.
It's terrifying. It's terrifying.
Yes.
And I say, where are we going?
And Baba, in the middle of this, we have our Minister of State for Defense marrying out 10 of his children in a very lavish wedding, Baba.
And the president was
for crying out loud, Baba. When Nigerians
go to Kwara State,
you know,
to mourn the dead
when Nigerians are mourning,
some people said he sent VP to go.
Did he send the VP to go to the wedding?
Yeah. Should I send the VP to
go to the wedding? And
leadership in the country have virtually been turned to a private thing that you can do and undo. What you feel is okay for you is what you do, not what the protocol is designed for you.
Yeah.
All right, real quick, we have IPOB Council's sit-at-home order following directive from Nnamdi Kanu. So finally, after the closure, the 1 week closure from the governor and the insistence of the governor, to stop that particular, sit-at-home, IPOB itself has come out over the weekend, to also officially cancel the sit-at-home going down there in the east.
Their spokesperson, Ima Powerful, said the Nnamdi told him that it should be cancelled completely. So no more sit-at-home in Southeast.
All right. I think this is a good one, though, because, in terms of helping the economy of the state, because closing down those markets on Monday, these are those days, like Yoruba people say, we say, Ojo Aje, that is Monday, this is the day you make money.
Yes, and sometimes those who wouldn't want to obey, get threatened.
Yes, and people lose their life, killed. Yes, people get killed.
So it's good that it has stopped.
All right, that's a good one right there. And away from that, more stories coming your way. NNPC on refineries unsustainable. We were just wasting money, according to Bayo Ojulari, the Group Chief Executive Officer of the NNPC. Bayo Ojulari has revealed that Nigeria state-owned refineries were operating at what he described as a monumental loss, forcing his management team to halt operations to stop further financial damage to the country. I am surprised if he's saying that there is still...
Did he just wake up?
I don't know if it's still functioning.
Baba, was it even functioning before in the first place? Say Baba.
Ìbàjẹ́ ni kò dá iṣẹ́ Olúwa dúró.
Kò dá dúró àtọ.
Ṣọmọ.
Kò dá dúró. Say Baba. Ìbàjẹ́ ni
egungun mọ ènìyàn.
Ènìyàn mọ egungun.
Egungun. Ṣọmọ.
So say Baba.
Káfíńtà àbúrò ní kẹ̀kẹ́ àmọ́ká.
So say Baba.
Ai damfara ce. These refineries are only good for Yangongon.
Scrap kawai.
Scrapped, built by Obasanjo Murtala regime.
Way back
1975-76.
So by
the technology has changed.
It has outlived its
and after lived its usefulness. Scrap it or use it as a training school. Use it as a training school. But look, why don't you work with Dangote? Who is our Samsung? As the Samsung is in Korea, so Dangote is in Nigeria. But where must we deny our own capacity? Why must we deny our own people? I probably you are looking at me. Waiting.
No, looking at the pile of issues we have in this country that have no any solution.
It's a deliberate, lack of incapacity. We lack capacity. The executives lack capacity.
And nobody
or
to call the
deliberately. How can you call the shot? When you want to chop.
Baba, should leadership education be a prerequisite?
It's not the question of leadership education. It's not leadership education.
So what?
It's a calamitous circumstances. Is Ghana not getting it right?
Yes, very much.
Is Burkina Faso not getting it right?
Very much.
I'm not calling for military coup. But the younger generations have fantastic capacity to run the system. Didn't Murtala got it right?
He did.
Yes.
Until they felt uncomfortable with his leadership and arranged for his elimination.
But in as much as you are not calling for coup or whatever, look at what is going to happen in Abuja today. This is how it all started. It used to start somehow. Labor activists, many are meeting in Abuja today.
I read the story.
Yes.
Don't cook it the story.
Yes, let's start find the story about that.
All right.
You know, there are a lot of NLC, some civil society organizations, and even Nigerian Society of Engineers are all coming out and crying about that electoral act.
Of course.
And NLC say if they don't do the right thing, they are going to protest. So this is Nigerians are waking
All right, we have the story on the Punch newspaper as the NLC threatens a protest over Electoral Act amendment. So it says the Nigeria Labour Congress has warned of potential nationwide protest and election boycott over what it described as confusion and contradictory positions by the Senate on amendments to the Electoral Act, particularly regarding electronic transmission of election results. The Labour Union accused the Senate of undermining public confidence in Nigeria's electoral process by failing to clearly state whether electronic transmission of results would be mandatory. The NLC expresses deep concern over the confusion and contradictory narratives emerging from the Senate regarding the amendment to the 2022 Electoral Act, particularly an electronic transmission of results, the NLC President Joe Ajaero said in a statement on Monday. Yes. So we're also having some other, groups also coming, to take that protest over to the National Assembly. And also, Baba, the National Assembly also said they are convening an extraordinary emergency meeting on Tuesday tomorrow, yes, to also talk on this. But now, Baba, the gravel has already been hit. Can it be repealed?
Yeah, it's laws are amended. It doesn't matter if
so now a new process has to be initiated.
No, nothing has been done already.
But once the gravel has been
wait. What Babu is saying that even the process is not yet completed.
Yes.
That is number one. Two, there is another process which is harmonization. The reps have to come with their own bill. Then that of Senate, they will come and harmonize. And this is democracy. When you have if the issue is subjected into debate, then you do voting. And then Nigerians are going to see of the 109 senators plus the 600 and 360 reps who is anti-Nigeria, who is a democracy, who don't want Nigerian democracy to be set in a very good trajectory that everybody will enjoy. And you can see the response from Nigerians now. Nigerians are really responding because, somebody that will tell you, you are seeing different groups springing up now, telling them, giving them direct message. And even some of the senators have come to say that what they deliberated was not what the Senate President approved. But like what Baba have said, where were you? Because it was televised live. When the Senate President asked that the motion should be moved, Mungunu moved a motion, and Barrow, Deputy Senate President, seconded. And somebody is now asking. You understand?
What did they say? And they quickly, immediately
Just like the beautiful ones are not yet born by Akwe Ama. That's taxi, the conductor who always want to see things is being done correctly. But at a point, as a conductor, he slept inside the car and somebody gave bribe. So why did he sleep?
Yes.
You understand? So this is exactly. Were they sleeping in the chamber? What happened? Okay, you went to closed door meeting. It's a private thing. The Senator Victor Eme is saying that virtually all the senators unanimously agreed to have electoral transmission of result in a real time. But if you agree in the closed session, what now happened that Mungunu would have now draw you back to move emotion, say instead of transmission, it should be transferred. And in the transfer, the real time is in real time. So I think there is a confusion.
How do you transfer?
How do you transfer?
So that's the question, Baba. Transfer
They
is
try to make
Baba. That meaning of
Because
transfer is
transmission
ambiguous,
is
Baba.
electronic.
Yes, it is
Transfer-
singular.
transfer-
It can be many things, Baba.
Anything.
Physical.
It can be physical. It can be electronic. It can be anything at the end
It
of
could
the
be
day.
all the material, okay, from your pulling it, after the transfer it to what do you call it, that man in collation center. He now will now transfer it to other officers. So in this process,
That
at
chain
every
of
figure,
transfer.
at every point, there's additional zero.
Excuse me. When they snatch the box, what are you going to count? And what are you going to transfer?
That is the effect of transfer.
There is nothing else again.
Nothing else to
That is
transfer.
the negative effect of transfer.
And then what are you transmitting? When somebody snatch the box.
But Baba, immediately there you transmit.
And when they call error, do you call error? Those who do this worship, this Yoruba Lagos.
Those are the go and disrupt
Eyo.
election.
Not Eyo. Is it
Oro.
Oro? Those who call Oro called out that on the election day, Oro is coming. Nobody should come out, and everybody kept, the police kept quiet, the military kept quiet, the SSIs kept quiet, and the election never hold. What are you going to transmit or transfer?
Most importantly, if
You see, let me tell you, Apaya, you either allow democracy or you destroy the country, destroy democracy and destroy the country. The June 12th is enough lesson. We are still under the hangover of June 12th up to today. And that's why you have 8 years for right, 8 years for left, 8 years for north, 8 years for south. That's not democracy. Appeasement. And you cannot run a country on appeasement. How long are you going to still be appeasing the June 12 candidates and characters?
It should be over by now.
Do you understand what I mean? You get it? If you get it, you get it right.
If you don't get it,
if you don't get it, you get out. Forget about it. We're in trouble, man.
Yes.
People
Serious
can't
one.
feed.
Yes, serious.
The farms are infested by gangsters. What happened in Katsina? 500 heads of cattle, or 560, were carted away. And then these gangsters were hiding within the cattle when the soldiers came and started exchanging fire. They killed 15 cows in the process of that.
You mean in Katsina?
Around in Kafur?
The same place where
Dukorada, governor, is organizing
New Hope Doba.
Horse racing.
Horse racing.
And therefore, are Katsina people going to wait to continue this?
You ask those local government who on their own have to sit with the bandit to seek to negotiate. So whether they're going to negotiate again to somebody who will go and mortgage their life into the hand of bandits.
See, on that electronic transfer, if there is no, because there is what it's called beaver, and this beaver, even if you cut the ballot your way, even if you ask people not to come to polling unit and vote, by the time they check the electronic machine and find that, because that will be thumbprinted definitely. So if you chase people away and do not allow them to vote, you are wasting your time, because why is the thumbprint? Why is the voter has accreditation? Without voter has accreditation, how do you want to count the votes? So if you cut the ballot paper away, cut everything away, by the time they check the system, they find out that, okay, you've carried the paper away, but let's see.
Okay, now, real quick. There was this issue of the APC coming out to say they've gotten 10 million e-registered accredited members, and now there's some fears from some quarters that is this not a preemptive rigging strategy?
Billy, let me tell you one thing. All those ones are political gimmick, and the opposition too are not sleeping. Nigerians are watching. There was a time in this country, even last election, the election that brought President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to power, APC boast of having 41 million registered card-carrying members. Unfortunately, the total vote, Tinubu could not get up to 9 million votes. You that have your own inner house members, card-carrying members, so those who will you now go and canvass vote, vote canvassers that will now stay cast vote. Then before you go and canvass, vote canvassers could not give you up to 10 million. Plus what Nigerians gave, plus what the North gave 6 million. You understand? And your own APC card carrying member with 41 million votes. Card carrying member, I mean 41 million registered voters. So all those are, forget about those. All those are, it's a gimme.
Right.
But Nigerians will tell 2027. It's you have to choose between, okay, you are a farmer, you can no longer access your farmer. You can't. You know, people, your resources that is meant to provide school, hospital is being diverted or used for white elephant job that you can never see, because you can't tell me somebody who is from the village, if you are building all this flyover that is flying across the north now, of what benefit to the downtrodden. You want to come and I use that one to campaign for him. Apart from that, tell me one thing. We have always asked, and we are interrogating this thing, and we are challenging any other squealer, a persuasive speaker in this government, any angle, to come and tell us, to come and convince us, the good people of Niger State, what will you use as a bet to seek for our mandate in 2027 in Niger State? What has federal government dropped? A single legacy, a single project that we can say as Nigerite we are benefiting. In fact, you have done nothing. The one we have, you are taking it away. The power we have that is feeding the national grid, you don't give us power, you insult us, you say we don't pay, and nothing is happening. So the one that we have, you've taken it away. Niger State is an agrarian state. Our farmers cannot access their farm. You understand? All these are things that APC or the government did not come with it. It's there. It has been taken over. You did not bring another one. And upon all these things, you sit like us, you remove subsidy. Haba. Who will they use in campaigning?
All right.
Banda ba kauye in ji annabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam ba wadda zai bari a mai harbi sau biyu a waje daya. Kun gwada wannan ya muku, kun gwada wannan ya muku, kun gwada wannan ya muku, shikenan. Annabi yace la yudlagul mu'minu min hujrin marratayn. Annabi yace ba asaran mu'mini sau biyu a rami daya. Ai tunda kun zo da wadda bai yi ba, to sai ku canza lali. Yadda kage yanzu muke zaunan nan, wallahi suna can suna ta shirin 2027. Kai ne kawai kake jira sai ranan kuriya. A wata riwaya annabi ya ce la yudlagul mu'minu min hujrin wahidin marratayn. Allah ya ce ba mu'minin da za a sare shi sau biyu a rami daya. Ka sa hannu abun ya harba, ka sake bari ya sake harba. Annabi ya ce a baka san me kake yi ba. Kuma iya abin da za ku taimaki kanku tun da dama ce da kuka samu a bisa wannan larura, wallahi waɗannan azzalumai kawai ku yi waje da su.
Please let me appreciate the digital Baba.
No,
I'm
Baba.
not
Digital. Listen.
Baba, you're digital. Do you know why I say you're digital?
Listen.
I wish you give me the permission.
I will not permit you.
Why, Baba?
Because if you are looking for digital malam, let me give you digital malam.
Baba, you try digital now.
I'm not.
Another one.
Sai ce abokinsa don Allah da wannan kudin talaka da muke diba kana ga za mu ga annabi a kiyama kuwa. Sai abokin ya yi dariya ce kai daman annabi kake son gani ka zo nan cikin mu, daman ka ga niyan ganin annabi. Wallahi ya ce haka ya gaya masa, ya ce kai daman kana niyan ganin annabin ka zo nan. Ya ce haka ko ya ce a wallahi in dai annabi kake son gani wallahi tallahi ka bar wajen nan. Mai ganin annabi wallahi ba nan zai zo cikin mu ya zauna ba. In dai annabi kake son gani ce wallahi ka gwada nan. Ya ce wallahi aminin sai ya gaya mar da ya shekara 4 a wurin yanzu suka ci gaba da yi. Ya ce in dai dama akwai ganin annabi a ajandan ka a kiyama, ya ce wallahi gaskiya nake gaya maka nan ba naka bane. Ya ce ku kuma hakura ke ne, ya ce ni dai ban gaya maka ba in dai kana da ajandan ganin annabi a kiyama to wallahi ka hakura ni dai ban ce ma komai ba.
Gari ya Allah yayewa. Bayani na kaso na baku kan shakfantami. Yau mulki da ya rikirkita shi ku ganewa. Haba, ‘yan arewa kai ku dai zama ganewa. Ragab, ragajab, gajab, gajab, ragwab. Ko da yake, ba kowa ne zai gane ba. Ai Allah ya faɗa. Ya ce, Amta sabu anna aksarahum yasma'una aw yaqilun. Inhum illa kal an'ami bal hum adallu sabila. Ya ce ma manzonsa shin kana tunanin mafi yawansu suna iya ganewa ko suna iya ji? Allah ya ce mafi yawancinsu suna nan ne tamkar dabbobi kai. Allah ya ce sun mafi dabbobi.
So,
Baba,
what do you understand?
well, number one, let me start from this last clip. Shi fantami shi ma bai so ga annabi kenan.
Ba zai ga annabi ba.
Bai so ga annabi saboda ya ce in kana son ka ga annabi ba za ka shiga wajen ba.
Ba
Kuma ya shiga, ya waye kuka kafin shiga.
Amma zai ga annabi?
Kuma duk abin da aka yi ba sai din Allah wadai da shi ba. Sai dai ma on daily basis you are defending the government. And today, what would they say? Even though I know you want to contest for governor now, of under the APC, under APC in Gombe State. Well, it's now late for the people. Secondly, Baba, that's why I said you are digital. I was making a point here about what do we have that they will tell us, they will use as a bet to seek for election. We have not seen any. Suddenly, you play a clip of Buruntu, right? Who is saying? They say it's an hadith, the word and saying of the holy prophet, that nobody, no right-thinking person will put his hand in the hole and he have a snake bite and do it for the second time. And we look at it secularly, said there is an adage that said that it's only a fool that make a mistake twice. That's what we are saying. If we call to ask, okay, call us, you want to renew our hope, fine, we are not against that. But have you given us hope in the first place that you want to renew it? Even the power that you committed yourself and said that if I did not give you power after 6 or 2 years, you understand? Vote me out. So will Nigerians be right to say, okay, they are going to vote this government out? Will Nigerians be seen as not being sensitive? That is number one. Number two, I'm still coming back to our own state, Niger. If you want to we in Niger State, I still want to ask all those data boys who are disturbing us on social media to tell us what do they have on ground, not for them and their family, but for Niger State, for the 25 local government of Niger State. What do you have to show for us that the APC have done at whatever level you want to think it? You have the federal, you have the state, you have local government. At what level do you want to convince the people that the APC have done something that will come tomorrow and beg? Let me tell you what will happen in this country. In this country, mandate is always being turned to madness. And these are people who come to you, cap in hand during election, beg and ask for you to give them mandates. As soon as somebody become what he is, become a leader, he begins to see you as a beggars. That whatsoever you do is doing it for you out of goodwill, not out of the constitutional power that give you, okay, entrusted these resources in you, that you must dispense it to people at appropriate time. And you have no right to utilize these resources without seeking for people's consent. You have to deliberate it in the house. But you see now, somebody who don't have 1,000 naira on his own today, if he becomes a leader, he is having hundreds of millions. And you begin to see people worshiping him, celebrating him. For what? For doing something that is out of government coffers. So I think Nigerians need to wake up and get educated, get oriented, so that this democracy will be set, because the way and manner they are setting this political trajectory, it's in a pedestal that will not take us to the promised land.
All right, then away from that, going back to some more stories, still on our BAPA dailies, we have Tinubu's ambassador designating limbo as host nations delay consent. Yes, Tinubu's ambassador designating limbo as host nations delay consent, with a little bit insight into that story, saying storms may be brewing for many of President Bola Tinubu's recently nominated ambassadors who face the prospect of being rejected by host countries due to time constraints on their tenure. High-ranking officials in the presidency and foreign service disclosed that the Ministry of Foreign Affairs was grappling with the challenge of securing agreement, the formal consent of receiving states for the nominees. According to them, several countries may insist that ambassadors have a minimum tenured period of a year or two tied to the life of the sending country's administration. With the next presidential election scheduled for February 2027 and Tinubu's first tenure set to conclude in May that year, the officials expressed concerns that host countries may be reluctant to accept many of the envoys for now.
So, just imagine.
Baba, see where we now find ourselves without representation.
Now, this is what it has taken us. It has taken us. It has taken the government.
So what do you want me to tell you?
Baba?
When you bring Lagos boys to surround yourself, and we tell you that you don't have a cabinet, and you think it's our time to eat now, go ahead. And you make a case. You are making a case for your boys, but in the other hand, you are showing the world of your can I call it incompetency? Or lack of capacity or inability to provide the leadership that is expected from such a country like Nigeria. Apaya, you are sending a battalion to a place where people have already been massacred. And somebody is saying, congratulations, at least we are sending a battalion. How many men are in a battalion?
How many men? How many men?
How many men are in the battalion?
You are 800.
And now how are you going to distribute the 800? And what do they have in terms of technology, ammunition, armor, mechanized armor, personal carriers? Not Hilux. You don't go to war with Hilux.
You don't.
Forest.
Hilux are not meant for war.
They're not meant for war.
You can't enter forest now.
Worst case scenario, you take armor tanks and go into that forest, locate the place. If you can go to Benin Republic, Cotonou, to stop a coup, why can't you just respond quickly to that community with special forces? Parachuting into the community, taking positions, and begin to fire even tear gas. While they are slaughtering these people, begin to bombard that location with tear gas. Enough. Tear gas. I'm not talking of poison gas. Tear gas. Stay in the outskirts of the town, begin to fire tear gas, and see who run out. Those coming with motorbike, automatically they are the gangsters. And you think things are encircle the town.
This is a case of smoking the rat out.
Did you do that? Till they slaughter about 200 people? And you are now saying, the president has tried. He sent a battalion to come and help you bury the dead.
It's already late.
But Dole, you must have this type of unwarranted, throwing accolade at the president, because when you install mediocres and strategic position, you always talk about your love for Tinubu, but he has no cabinet, and every day this thing is coming out. Every day this thing is coming out. Baba, you just talk now. How much insults have we not received from the US? You can see the recent one, the interview you sent to me, when they said Tinubu came, sent
his wife,
and look at the disgrace. One of the presenter refused to, usher her in to be part of his program, because they see Nigeria as a disgrace, that Nigeria is all the government. Unfortunately, is busy trying to defend lies. That's what they said. I have this clip, Baba. I don't know if I should play it.
Go ahead.
So now, why aren't we seeing heads rolling from the intelligence
which
side?
head will roll?
Because
can you keep quiet?
Baba.
Can you shut up?
I have the video here.
I come to chop. You come to chop. Who will you stop me from chopping?
Where Christians, more Christians, and then you have a situation like.
You cannot even.
You can remove it and put it back.
Than anywhere else in the world. And you have a government in Nigeria that practices denial, a culture of denial. No, nothing to see here. They even hired DCI, a big firm here in DC.
The First Lady was here. She was here this week, and in fact, they wanted to come on the program to talk about religious freedom. And I said, I'm not going to give them. I'll meet with them. I'm happy to meet with anybody.
Same here.
But I'm not going to give them a platform to cover up what they're doing in Nigeria.
And that's just what it is, a massive cover-up. You know, I met with a big delegation that came in, and it went for almost 2 hours. And the Attorney General of Nigeria said that this Bishop Anabe, who I had at 2 of my hearings, you were there.
He was
you
testified right next to me.
Right next to you. A wonderful man. He said, oh, he's a liar. And I said, whoa, stop that, you know. And then they always do the thing, well, my wife's a Christian, or I'm a Christian, and my husband, you know, it's like, don't tell me that. What is happening as churches are being firebombed, people are being killed in cold blood, you know, abductions, which is very, very big there in Nigeria, of Christians especially, but others, but especially Christians. And there's this assault on faith that has gotten worse. Obama did nothing. You know, Boko Haram flourished under his 8 years in office, and now
it was your persistent advocacy that actually eventually got them labeled as a terrorist organization.
For 3 years we tried, Tony, and I had hearings on it. We had people give very, very compelling testimony as to what Boko Haram was doing, and finally, on the day we were marking up my bill to tell the administration you have to declare them a FTO, foreign terrorist organization, that day, that hour, basically, they said, oh, they're an FTO.
Yeah.
And it was like 3 years ago, we could have been working to find out where their sources of funding and weapons.
Before they kidnapped many of the girls.
That's right. The Chibok girls and many of the others were all. And that continues to this day.
Let me ask you about that, Congressman Smith, because as you say that it's gotten worse, you've got these dictators and tyrants in different parts of the world. My experience when I was chairing the USERF Commission, going to different countries, is that many of these bad actors have seen what's happened in America over the last 2 decades, where we have gone from one administration that actually, like we have right now, that protects religious freedom, to one that doesn't care about religious freedom and promotes abortion and LGBTQ. And so they just want to wait out. So we're not having that persistent, consistent presence of influence on the world.
Well, that's a very keen observation, because I have found that you even hear that from some of the diplomats when you talk to them. Oh, he'll be gone. Trump will be gone in 2 years. And in what potentially could come in a very, very liberal Democrat like the governor of California, who couldn't care less about religious freedom. You know, I remember I had hearings.
Well, it's the Democratic Party doesn't care about it.
There are many. There are
it's very clear.
Most of them don't.
You're right. But when you come to their priorities and their platform,
it's not there.
You don't see it there.
Right. And, you know, we saw it with Barack Obama.
Now we're having a situation where we had the Nigerian government actually employ the services of a lobbying firm over there in the United States, trying to whitewash the government, you know, to portray them in a good light. And also where the First Lady was in the United States, where the President Donald Trump even acknowledged her presence.
It wasn't acknowledged.
He said the First Lady was there.
But was she acknowledged by Trump?
He said she was there. He acknowledged her presence. He said he acknowledged her presence there. Trump
acknowledge her?
Her presence. Yes, he said the First Lady of Nigeria was there.
He said
a respectful woman.
You got it wrong.
Okay.
You got it wrong.
But even let's agree that even if it's acknowledging her presence.
Wait now. Let me go to my. I have records.
That happened in the Capitol Hill.
Yes, press conference. I think yes.
It's a breakfast.
Yes, a breakfast.
It's a breakfast.
Yes.
But it's a breakfast. Let me get the Trump at that missionary breakfast. And
all right.
You go ahead. Let me track it.
All right.
Yes. What I want to say is this: we've seen security lapses. What happened in United States, in Papri, where soldiers were withdrawn before the attack, and now we have this one in Woro, where the villagers or the chief, the villager, is sending information. This is what is happening. This is what is about to happen, and nothing happened. Investigation have been on Papri, and nothing has happened yet. And now we have Woro in Kwara State. Why are heads not rolling? Who is in charge of this intelligence, sourcing, and who is in charge of receiving this information? Why didn't we have anybody, queried or sacked or fired from Papri for withdrawing these soldiers? And now we also have another one in Woro. Who is in charge? Who did his information get his hand and refuse to reveal it to intelligence agencies or decide to keep it to himself? If we continue to go this way, security agents and even the military will continue to do what they like. But when we have people being punished for ignoring intelligence deliberately or unintentionally, this is what we're going to continue to see. And this is what has been happening. These are just 2 examples. There are so many examples coming from the rural areas.
I think instead of head rolling now, you have your national security advisor rushing to US to go and downplay the whole issue. And this is what this man is saying. You even hired a firm, you understand, to help you talk down the issue.
The video?
About $9 million, bribe, contracting fee to the firm. All for the US now to come and say what the government of Nigeria is doing persistently is to come and deny its denial instead of defense. They engage in denial instead of defense. And look at how they rubbish the country. Look at how they rubbish everything. That's what your government is doing.
It is not actually working. All right, what Baba looks for that video for us. Let's get to some more stories still on the papers. As bandits kidnap Chief Imam, Fulani leader, others in Kagarko, Kaduna. Right there, yes. Gunmen suspected to be bandits have reportedly abducted the Chief Imam of Janjala Central Mosque, Malam Bello Abdullahi, and the Fulani leader of the area, Alhaji Shehu Bello, alongside a woman during coordinated attacks on several communities in Kagarko local government area of Kaduna State. Yes, that one. We hope they can get them back. Also, the president Tinubu receives U.S. AFRICOM delegation at Aso Villa. Yes, AFRICOM delegation. Yes, we reported that the U.S. boots has already been on ground, and there are some fears from some quarters, having these particular people on ground. As we had some former, ex chief of staff who refused to collaborate with the United States because of some reasons. Yes.
Now they said they are on the ground, but they are not going to help in the fighting against banditry and terrorism. What they are going to do is provide logistics, provide training and other services. But American soldiers will not fight terrorism. So they are going to just advise. So now it's a long time coming. People, after the bombing in Kwara and in Niger, there's no result. If you have to check, you find out that it has even escalated. It has even getting worse. So what are we expecting? What are Nigerians expecting from the coming of AFRICOM? That is African Command of United States Military Forces. What do we expect them to do? How long do we expect to see the stop of this? And where are they going to be stationed? And how long do we see that we start seeing results of this? Because Nigeria is very big. From the whole northwest, northeast, and now north central. So they are everywhere. So how do we do this? Is it not too big for them? Is it not too big for them?
Questions.
If American troops are not going to enter the war front, can Nigerian soldiers do it?
All right, away from that, let's come back to the state as we have a political earthquake in Niger State as APC, PDP, SDP, LP leaders in Zone A dump parties for ADC as they endorse Dr. MK Butagi for 2027.
That's another one.
You call it political earthquake in Niger State. So I thought the state is falling into one mandate.
Into one mandate?
No.
I think it's okay. I would say this is a welcome development.
You mean in Niger State?
Niger State.
We can never have a political earthquake in Niger State. How would that happen?
How can't we have a political earthquake?
You are the one saying people are changing. People are going to change. People are going to change if they don't see the real thing coming up.
But most of these things, sometimes if we say it's not because we want to denegate or try to bully or bring somebody's image down. We are saying it based on the reality on ground, based on some of the data we have gathered, but they keep on calling us names. In fact, I know of somebody who actually is always against us, but I see a very, very surprise write-up from him that about what is happening. We talk about this overhead bridge that is going on most times. That resources could have been channeled to actually issue of water. payment of pensioners, and other things that will touch the life of people directly. These are some of those people who actually lambast us each time we say, but I saw a write-up. I don't know if I can have your permission so that you can see. Ebile, this is a write-up from somebody. So that we can. You can
say Baba.
We are going to be exonerated.
Permit me. I don't want to be party to this.
You don't want to be party to this. But
let me stand as I'm recusing myself from this discussion.
Baba,
so that
Baba, we are in an extraordinary closed door.
This extraordinary closed door is not in my interest because I have my mouth is too caustic. You know caustic soda? It can burn your clothes and burn your body. Hydrochloride.
So for that reason, you want to embark on the fasting?
I'm already fasting today. Okay. And therefore now, let me stand outside. Meanwhile, you boys continue to tell them what is the truth.
Say Baba. All right, we have this one which says Niger State under Governor Muhammad Umaru Bago, a governance experiment at risk of failure, by Barrister Abdul Mumin Jibril, though a lengthy one. Says governance is not a public relations exercise, nor is it a contest of speed, slogans, or visibility. It is a constitutional responsibility measured by security, welfare, inclusion, and justice. Nearly 3 years into the administration of Governor Muhammad Umaru Bago, Niger State stands at a troubling crossroads, caught between loud claims of progress and the harsh realities faced daily by its citizens. While the governor has cultivated an image of urgency and action, governance by spectacle without substance is a dangerous illusion. A critical opposition-minded examination of his administration reveals a pattern of over-centralization, weak impact, poor inclusiveness, and unresolved insecurity, failures that could decisively cost him his seat in 2027. He says that governance by speed, not strategy. Governor Bago's leadership style marks a sharp departure from previous administrations, not necessarily because it is better, but because it is louder and faster. Projects are announced, flagged off, and showcased with impressive frequency. Yet governance is not judged by the numbers of signposts erected or bulldozers deployed, but by strategic coherence and measurable improvements in citizens' lives. There's little evidence that the administration operates under a clearly articulated, people-centered development framework, as projects appear reactive and personality-driven rather than institutionally planned. This absence of a transparent development roadmap raises legitimate concerns about sustainability and value for money. Infrastructure without impact. The administration boasts of road construction and urban renewal, but infrastructure without economic linkage is political decoration. Many rural communities remain cut off from markets, health facilities, and schools. Urban-focused projects have received disproportionate attention, while agrarian and riverine areas where poverty is deepest remain neglected. Unlike former governors who were criticized for slow delivery, Governor Bago risks a worse legacy. Fast projects with shallow impact. Niger State does not need hurried construction. It needs purposeful infrastructure that reduces poverty and inequality. Agriculture for the few, not the many. The governor's aggressive push for agricultural commercialization is often presented as revolutionary. In reality, it is largely exclusionary, as large-scale investors and political allies appear to be primary beneficiaries, while smallholder farmers who form the backbone of Niger State's rural economy continue to face insecurity, lack of credit, poor access to inputs, and unstable markets. Agricultural reform that sidelines the majority is not reform. It is elite capture disguised as development. On insecurity, the administration's greatest indictment. Perhaps the most damning failure of the Bago administration is its inability to meaningfully confront insecurity. Banditry, displacement, and fear persist across large parts of Niger State. Communities have been abandoned to self-help arrangements while the government issues statements and convenes meetings. Invoking federal responsibility is a weak excuse, as governors are chief security officers in both perception and political reality, and when citizens sleep with one eye open, no amount of infrastructure propaganda will win their votes. Insecurity alone is sufficient to end any re-election ambition. exclusion, arrogance, and political isolation. Also, he talked about youth abandonment and social neglect, while he talked about transparency, deficits, and the likes. The final verdict, he says, a government running out of time. Says Governor Muhammad Umaru Bago's administration is long on urgency and short on empathy, long on announcements and short on inclusion, long on ambition and short on security. The governor has differentiated himself from former leaders not by solving Niger State's problems, but by repackaging them with speed and confidence. If this trajectory continues, 2027 will not be a contest of records. It will be a referendum on exclusion, insecurity, and missed opportunity. Niger State does not need a governor who governs fast. It needs one who governs wisely, fairly, and for all. Unless Governor Bago urgently recalibrates, listens, and delivers real security and economic relief, to the people, his re-election bid may collapse under the weight of his own unfulfilled promises. In democracy, power is not retained by force of will. It is renewed by consent, and consent is earned, not declared. Powerful one right there.
So, you read it all?
Yes, yes, powerful one right there.
So you see, what is remaining that we've not said here. These are some of the things. These are some of the advice. But because you have some mediocres around you, some of the things we said are being misinterpreted. They are being misconstrued deliberately in order to incite us against each other. We campaign for this government. We work for this government. We pray for the government. We always wish that the government succeeds. And if anything happened to government, it's have a ripple effect on us, because if the state is okay, even we coming here to do our program, at least if there is light, if there is good road, if there is school, the hospital, everything, we are here, our children are attending to school, we'll be happy. We are here, our family has issue, we only phone, go to hospital, you understand, we'll not be in panic. If we are here, we have come to work from your house, you can, drive down, without hitches, you'll be fine. So, Bago's new Niger agenda is not for Bago, it's for all of us. And that is why wherever we see there is a kind of, drailing, we call his attention. The manner at which we do that, those people, because of their lack of understanding, because of their lack of exposure, they have not traveled out, they don't know how governmental activities has been done. They don't know this in the next thing now, they begin to say, you are insulting the governor, you are in this second as governor Kamashi, do this, do that. At the end of the day, where did he take you to? For all that you have misadvised the governor to do, tell me, what have you benefited? What has, where has the state been taken to? So with this type of write-up, there are a lot of them. And now, on social media, some of the things we see, it's not everything that we say. But as this, some people are now summoning courage to advise the governor in a very cool way. Probably he will wake up and see that, okay, Badegi Radio is my best advisor. It's one of, if we are not the best, we are one of the best. We cannot be best, but we are perfect. You understand? So we are not perfect, but we are strong. Yeah. So we always have to tell you the right thing, so that history and posterity will remember both of us, both you, the leader, and we.
You are talking of credible alternative.
Of course.
That is democracy. Credible alternative.
That's democracy.
That is democracy. And that is the problem of this house. When you say democracy is the goal, then you are in trouble. Because in the shekara takwas. And that's why they say the renew hope. And somebody is saying renew hopelessness.
Because people are being hopeless.
No, hold on. You see, it's not me. I'm not the one that said it. Some people say it. Somebody sent this to me this morning. Can you imagine somebody with no hope? You understand? He said, can you imagine somebody with no hope trying to give you hope, trying to give you hope to the extent of shouting, renewed hope? Not be Yahoo be that.
Serious one.
He has no hope.
And
you want to renew your own hope.
And he wants to give you hope. And he has no hope. And then, what is hope? Diagnose the word hope. Oga, what is hope? Meaning hope.
Away from the ordinary one we know.
What is hope? And why are you renewing the hope? Let's go to classroom.
Let's browse in the horizon and see what's up.
Hope is an optimistic state of mind, desire, and expectation for positive future outcomes, even in challenging circumstances. It acts as a motivating force that fosters resilience, helps individuals set goals, and enables them to persevere through adversity. Hope can be viewed as a personal, active, and sometimes spiritual belief in better possibilities.
So, what do you understand?
So that is it. What the renew means is that the people have hope, but now he's coming to renew it. His own. It's not the hope that you have for other leaders, but his own hope. He's going to give you hope that it will be better in future. But how long will Nigerians be patient and be having hope that it will be better? Because that's what the meaning of hope is. Having the belief that it will be better. But we have been told several times, 100 times by different leaders at different levels, that it will be good. All these policies we are bringing, it's for your own good to be good in the future. All the economic policies that are coming, the new tax law, the floating of naira, the removal of subsidy.
Hope. Is it hope?
For how long?
Excuse me.
That's what they are saying.
Excuse me. Is it based on hope?
Yes, according to them.
Renewed, floating naira is hope.
Yes, that it will go. By the time
And hold on. Yeah. Somebody there in Washington, D.C. is telling you, float your naira.
And you are doing that.
And you are doing that. While you are eating, they are suffering. Why did you channel the resource for the when you floated naira? The devaluation. Why did you channel that money? It started from Babangida, who said they don't owe you a living. Nobody said they never owe you a living. Structural adjustment program, structural adjustment policy, SAP. The SAP window, the official rate, and then the black market rate. Then they say, okay, let's close the rates. Let's make it, they remove the import license. No import license. But let's stabilize our naira. And that time, naira started from 50 kobo to $1. It reached 1 naira to $1. It reached 1.5 to $1. By the time Shagari declared austerity, it's about 2 naira 50 kobo to $1. And Shagari's budget was about $20 billion when he came in 1979. His budget was about $20 billion. And when oil price fell, scattered, collapsed to about $14, $12 per barrel. Shagari entered trouble. He couldn't finance anything. And they say, okay, this is the time to throw Shagari out. And they threw him out. And what happened? We want into structural adjustment policy. We are saying we are not taking IMF loan, but we are having an IMF conditionality imposed on ourselves. Then we begin to have 5 naira per liter, 10 naira per liter, 6 naira per liter, private and commercial. Can you remember? You didn't remember. It's Babangida era. Babangida economics. Babangida econometrics. Babangida economic upside down. And in the end of the day, why did he take us? By the time Babangida left, it was the dollar was running between 5 naira, it would run to 10 to 25 naira to 30 naira. By the time Obasanjo came, Abacha came, Abacha struggled to maintain the naira exchange rate. Check Abacha naira dollar exchange rate during Abacha so that we don't lie. Well, ask AI to give us the rate. Exchange rate, Abacha. Abacha was able to stabilize the economy. But he failed in terms of democratic process, he failed woefully.
I think he did well in stabilizing the economy.
Yeah, he did.
Beg your pardon. It was around it was pegged at around 22 naira to $1.
At Abacha?
Yes, for his duration of his tenure.
So 22 naira
to $1.
To $1.
Yes.
And then from Shagari, which is 50 kobo. In 1978-79, a dollar was 50 kobo. 1 naira, 1 pound. 1 pound sterling is 1 naira. But look at that period. You see,
Yes.
about period of 15 years. 1990 what? Abacha came in 1993.
1993, yes.
And then 1993 to 1997, 98.
To 98, it was official rate was still 21 naira.
21 naira.
Yeah,
It's
but
stabilized.
black market was 84.
Stabilization of
Black market was how much?
84 naira.
24 naira.
84.
84
naira.
84 naira.
Yes, 84 naira.
84.
Yes, 84.
What is the black market?
The black market in 1993 when it came in was still at 21.90. Yes, but subsequently at 1994, its black market rose to 56. By 1995, it rose to 81.2.
And then do you know what? Do you know what that means? Capital flight. The Indians, everybody was running away. And they're taking their money. They're buying dollar at any rate. Official rate is 20, 21, but the black market rate determines what actually is on the ground. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, so by 1998, it became 84 naira, between 84 to 84.8.
That is the black market.
The black market, while it was it still maintained the 21.89.
And by the time Obasanjo came, it's about around 70. Check Obasanjo's administration. What is the exchange rate, official and unofficial? And how did we get to $1 becoming 1,500 naira? And what are you celebrating there? And what the hope are you renewing there?
Baba, what is sick?
And then how many people can afford? How many people are dying from curable diseases? How many people? Somebody came here, had a hypertension. God forgive me. I'm not trying to expose somebody's weakness. He could not pay for a card of amlodipine of 700 to 1,000 naira. And then they cannot sell amlodipine over the counter. They want to see the doctor's prescription. And the doctor said, okay, be coming every two weeks. We take your blood sample to see if there's sugar traces already, because hypertension sometimes goes with high level of sugar in the blood. Diabetes. And then this woman came to one corner and said, please, I come to see you. I don't even know the woman. I don't know her. I can know everybody in Mena. And I said, okay, let everybody pull out what is in this pocket. And that's how I tax all of you. Everybody brought out what is in his pocket, because me, I don't have. And I collected everything. I didn't count it. I said, please, Mama, take this. And then she said, greet so in my house. I say, hey. So if I tell this woman, get out, I don't have, leave me alone, what message will I be sending? That means you have to be very careful. So in the economy where somebody cannot afford amlodipine, consider the aged. The aged, those who have worked and retired.
Pensioners.
The pensioners. And if you say you're not owing the pensioners, have you been able to pay last month pension completely? And then what about gratuity? And then what about 7.5?
Most of them, they are working for.
And then what about those who even died? They couldn't collect their pension. The records that they are going to make up, the birth certificate, the court order that will say so person is legally the beneficiary of so. And then pay him on behalf of the family.
That certificate they have to go and.
Do you see what I saw?
It's too much.
People are in there struggling to survive.
You are talking about even the dependency ratio. How about the working class? What is their per capita income? What is their per capita? They have a tech company that cannot take them home, and they have dependency ratio at both sides, the young and the old. In between, you understand, and that is why sometimes, Baba, some people have to force themselves to do some ungodly things. But it's not a reason, no. It's not a reason. Sometimes some people are subjected to frustration. Baba, this woman that came to you, if not for God that gave her the wisdom, say, okay, this man is talking on radio, I'm hearing his voice, at least let me go. He came, the little you have, you give. Somebody who cannot afford 700 naira, 700. Then you think of how did she even
how did she come? How did she come?
Manage to climb this hill, Baba?
And then let me tell you, the worst part of everything now, we are going into fasting. The water board are working on the reticulation.
Yes.
Good. Water areas that do not have water will be speculated. Read that statement.
Yes,
read it for me. Aisha has put it on the platform, but read it so that people will be aware. But is that the end of it?
That's not. that is not.
Somebody was telling me that the way that is drying up.
It's dry. Really read this one.
We need to really even go down to that.
Yes,
to do some. All right. Public announcement. The Niger State Water and Sewage Corporation (NISWASEC) wishes to inform its valued customers that the corporation is currently carrying out major pipeline relocation works arising from the ongoing road construction from Obasanjo Shopping Complex to AP Filling Station, as well as from David Mark Roundabout to Blue Mart Complex. This development will temporarily affect water supply to the following areas: Obasanjo Shopping Complex area, Limawa area, parts of 123 quarters, parts of Old Airport quarters, GSS quarters area, parts of Commissioners quarters. Areas affected by the works along David Mark Roundabout to Blue Mart Complex include Police Barracks, Police Training School, parts of Maurice area, Pigry area, CBN office area, First Bank area, Norgay office area, Road Safety office area. The maintenance work is expected to last for a period of 5 days. Normal water supply will be restored immediately after the completion of the works. The corporation sincerely appeals to the general public to kindly bear with us during this period of inconvenience. Be assured that NISWASEC remains fully committed to providing clean, safe, and regular water supply to the people of Niger State.
Wait, who signed it?
Okay, signed as Zainab Yunusa, Public Relations Manager at NISWASEC.
Yes, so that it's official. It's coming. Issues really day, and like I said, we're talking about Renew Hope before now, Baba. If you ask me to interpret this Renew Hope thing. If you ask me to interpret this Renew Hope thing, vis-a-vis the meaning of hope that you just find it out for us now. Okay. You don't have the hope before. Somebody want to renew the hope for you.
You are hopeless.
You are hopeless.
And somebody wants to give you hope.
And somebody wants to give you hope.
And by making sure that even to eat has become a liability. So, they don't cushion the effect. They couldn't cushion the effect of the structural adjustment that has been introduced by floating the naira to exchange rate of 1,500, something that was hanging around 200-300 naira. When Obasanjo came, it was about 70. By the time Jonathan came, it's about 150 to 200. By the time Buhari came, it's about 250 to 300. And it was hanging about 3 to 4 to 500. By the time this current government came in, it's about 500, 600, and then 700, 500, 600. 2023, what is the exchange rate at the May 29?
Okay.
Honestly, there's
no. What is the exchange rate on May 29 on the black market?
All right. The exchange rate as at May 29, 2023 was official rate was at 464.67 naira per dollar, while on the black market it was at 760 to 765 per
Okay, on 30th, after announcement of the withdrawal of subsidy, what is the exchange rate?
On 30th.
30th May.
Right, by on 30th of May, says the official rate was 464 and the parallel was 765. So it's just by one, black market increased by 5 naira.
So, but that was, the subsidy has been removed.
It has been removed already. Yes, I think it took before it floated in naira. Yes.
What actually was this after the removal of subsidy, it was the economy. You understand? Usually the exchange rate did not have significant impact. Jump. But the prices of commodity and other eventually suddenly shoot up. And you begin to have issues, crisis here and there. It was later that
it did that on June 14. The naira was officially floated on June 14, 2023, as the president directed the Central Bank of Nigeria to work towards a unified exchange rate. And on the day of the announcement, the official rate devalued by over 30%, moving from approximately 464 to over 630 naira per dollar.
That's official.
Yes, officially. and by the following day it reached 750 naira, converging closer to the parallel black market that time. So what was the black market rate
that day? You should have converted your system to AI, where voice recognition.
Yes.
So give me the.
All right, on the black market day on June 14, it was 755 to 765. By June 15, it rose to 760 to 770. And by June 22, it was unified at 772. By June 30th, we had 770 to 773. And by July 10, we had a 790. And by July 19, it became 853, and on July 27th it became 869 naira.
So gradually, and we get into that.
Yes.
Baba, you have seen all kinds of government in this country and around the world. So are we saying that the military has handled the economy more than the civilians?
That's what is showing you now, and that is why this issue of renew hope, like I was saying before, if you say I should interpret renew hope vis-a-vis this meaning of renew hope. I will ask you to go. I will just take you to a place like Papri, take you to Kwara State, some of the troubled areas. Say, okay, interpret, give me the meaning of renew hope. These are people that already they are hopeless now. Yeah. And how do you want to say you are coming to campaign with renew hope? Did they even have the hope? The little hope that is there before now has been taken away. What they have is hopelessness and terror. That's what they have now. So I think Tinubu will have to do a lot of homework if second time is his watchword.
All right. Quickly?
Yeah, Nigeria is a very big country. It takes, a little time, more time before policy starts, yielding results. For now, all the policies that the government has come up with have not really shown any positive impact on the lives of the people. I'm not sure the government also has enough time
do you know what
to do anything.
You speak like a kindergarten. Somebody who isn't even Nigeria is big, so it takes time for food to go around.
No. What I'm saying, Baba, is that the policy that he has given before
Which policy?
Has not yielded any
Which
results.
policy?
And now he doesn't have the time to say, okay, I want to do this. Just like you said, short time game, or what did he call it, Baba?
Quick win.
Quick win. So there's no even enough
why
time
the quick win?
For him to do.
The governors are coming today for National Economic Council.
Yes.
What are they taking there, and what are they going to take back?
Baba, I think what he didn't understand is that any policy that will benefit them, even before the policy even articulated, it doesn't start work. Yes. Look at this issue of say subsidy of
National
power.
Economic Council. What are they taking there?
Have to take the body. Even before the issue go to National Assembly, it has started. What he didn't understand is that so if a policy will benefit them, when they remove subsidy, there and then they started having gains. Nigeria started scoring. Any policy that will now benefit Nigeria, even before the issue go to National Assembly, electoral reform now. So if a policy will benefit them, when they remove subsidy, there and then any policy that will now benefit Nigeria, even before
sun samu kuɗi amma mu muka samu me aka ba mu
su sama ma mu al'umma ba mu samu
mun samu I should go to National Assembly and ask who doesn't want to see me.
You don't have to constituency
office. Which office?
There should be now.
Which office? Which office?
The
only senator that benefits the common man, he doesn't look at whether it's a zombie, which office? He's the only one that is available. Those who are almost senator that benefit the common man, he doesn't look at whether they get their zombie, and pick my own. And a lot I met them. Those one I Sani Bashi the Sani Nature Sani kuma duka mu muna karba kai ma ne ta ban kai ka ba ban kai ka ba baka ce ka gode ba a turo ka wannan ba ga ya wuce ko ya wuce amma ne ya sa duka koma kan da dan san da sai da wannan ai shi baya goyewa amma wani ya goye ya ma ce da lambar shi in ka kira ba zai buga ba switch off the number you are trying to call is no longer existing.
Baba, our time is fast spent already.
Ba haka ba baya the number you kowa ya zo na ne Niger ne ba ne ba haka ba baya Kaduna wajen ba muna gani ka san koto a wajen ka san ba abin da suke cewa yanzu ya musu jagora ya zama jagoran Najeriya a siyasa APC ko Allah ne dono ko ce ya zama ko son Najeriya ne jagora don shi jagora ne a bayarwa ba ka san ba abin da suke cewa yanzu ya musu jagora kuma zai saurare ka jagoran Najeriya a siyasa yau mai kake nema ba ya daure fuska ba kuma ko son Najeriya ne kuma ba zai baka sai don shi jagora ba safa wani marwati ne shahida a wajen shi ba je ka dawo
yawa ba mun gode kwarai da gaske
kuma mun ja kaya
mun gode kwarai da gaske
oh
take it to the full line
da ka ja kaya ka fada ka ja ka ja ba ka ja ba safa wani marwati
all right baba
amma ba je ka dawo
yawa baba mun gode kwarai da gaske
mun ja kaya
mun gode kwarai da gaske take it to the full line all right I taking it back to the full line from about now listeners you guys are up on the number 091 385 79701 hello good morning this morning
ake mafiya sai ka zo dawa azumin ka da hannuna abu ya ce baka kuma ka zo da crate na kwai guda 10 namu ake mafiya sai ka zo dawa azumin ka da hannuna abu ya ce baka
I salute you and your crew. Happy New Week and Happy International Epilepsy Day. Is this how we are expected to continue our hospital facilities in the school? Water infrastructure failing, power supply unreliable, all regressing that the lack of pensions and gratuities, security are ravaging our communities, unfulfilled promises, drainages turned into reforms and dilapidated roads. 3 years down the line, what exactly will those governments campaign when it comes to saying? Come in peace. What do you like for regressing? Hello, good morning this morning. MP Mafia. What do you like for hello, good morning this morning. MP Mafia.
MK Mafia. Allah jikan talaba tun talaba ya zo da tankan ruwa kuma da zai tafi da kayan shi kuma lokacin da muke nan ke ba ran da ka bude famfo nan sama da to maganan yanzu shawara ce za mu gaya musu shawara da safin da za mu aiba ya zo da tankan ruwa wanda zai gwada mai shine channel din mu zuwa wajen gwamna za mu ce mishi a jiya sai tanka guda 10 kowane ward a basu tanka bude famfo nan sama da shawara da ka kawo za mu gaya za mu tura a faya ya ga honorable commissioner of information wanda yake namu ne gwada mai shine channel din mu zuwa wajen gwamna za mu kai maganan ka a rubuce cewa ga shawara kowane ward a basu ya mika wannan takarda ga gwamna Allah sa kuma gwamna ya gane kuma ya mai jagora kuma ya kaddamar so da lokacin azumin da za a shiga kada azumi da tunuwa domin mutane ba su samu ruwa ba za su tsine baki kuma da azumi ya tsine to wallahi zai kama mun gode wannan takarda ga
Ozigi Smiley saying good morning Baba Badegi. I salute the rest of the crew members. Alassane Mohammed says good morning Baba Badegi. I'm informing the federal government is serious. If not, that Iran president is a responsible person. Did you know that Trump is tormenting people and we are seeing it as an aid to our people? The national government and top security personnel are still opening another measures to help them compensate with money. Baba Badegi, Baba, and the federal government is serious. If not, that hello, good morning this morning.
Good morning, Captain Dogo. Good morning, Amaya, Baba, last man standing, Baba, your honor. Baba, thank you very much for this wonderful analysis that you are carrying with. Baba, we pray this commissioner that you are going to run later for him is 11 words, and everyone that has to give to see your honor. They can bring water like 60 movement. Thank you very much for this wonderful analysis that you are carrying with.
One Abdulaziz Ismail says good morning Baba and all good morning. Honorable Usman Bakeko, good morning to you too. Umar Lazimi saying APCs are changed, next level, renewed hope slogans are nothing. One but carefully choosing and selected political slogans that are full of deception and meant to continue misleading the modern day political values to consider. Honorable Usman Bakeko, the deliberate attempt to conceal lack of capacity and incompetency are changed for a sure way to continue destroying Nigeria's politics, economic cohesion and ecology. Y5 nothing but slogans aimed at enslaving Nigerians. He says 6 already all the slogans have come through before the very eyes of even those with no eyes. How can you renew my own when you don't have the hope? Hello, good morning. This is destroying Nigeria's politics, economic cohesion and ecology. Y5 nothing but slogans aimed at enslaving Nigerians. He says 6 already all the slogans have come through before the very eyes of even those with no eyes.
buhun gero ya zuwa wajen to nawa ne buhun masara kada aboki na kana lafiya dawa fa farin dawa to ban ji ka ba nawa ne buhun gero ya zuwa wajen to yanka uku masara koriya daya nawa ne boss nake nufi fa dawa fa zan samu koriya hutun ban ji ka ba nawa ne buhun gero ya zuwa wajen sai na kira ka kenan amma motar zai kawo man shi fa to yanka uku masara koriya daya nawa ne to shikenan zan kira ka boss nake nufi fa dawa fa zan samu koriya hutun ban ji ka ba sai na kira ka kenan amma motar zai kawo man shi fa to yanka uku masara koriya daya nawa ne
ya ce zai yi haka sai su juye da shi haka to mu je mu bar komai ga Allah suna neman kudi ne Allah ya ba su in ba kudi suna nema ba Allah da ne kowa zai je sai ne da aka je shi ne na gode da kasuwa
thank you. Abubakar Abdullah says salam the people's radio. Our only Baba, we need people like you to make this country great once again by putting our local resources into modern age. Politician of office seekers will soon come to your doorsteps. My advice is let's open our minds and shine our eyes. Otherwise, our problems is still in trouble. Alright, thank you. Abubakar Abdullah says salam. Zakaria Abubakar is good morning to everyone in the studio. It baffles me a lot seeing people rushing to do the APC registration. They are deceiving that anyone who registers will be given 50,000 naira after the Congress. Office seekers will soon come to your doorstep. Musa Enegi Abdullah says you are doing well, Baba, remain great and doing great. Thank you. Hello, good morning this morning. Alright, thank you.
Good morning. Baba,
Zakaria Abubakar is good morning to everyone in the studio. It baffles me a lot seeing people rushing to do the APC registration. They are deceiving that anyone who registers will be given 50,000
faɗa wannan mu kan mutiya wancan kullum wannan magana ina faɗa wannan abu domin yanzu abu da ke ta kasa nan yana so fi karfi ya fi karfi ma ba wuyana ba a gani yanzu maganar tsaro ya ina kwana a ba mu wani suna kuma daga London ke nike magana a hanya babu komai babu sai na faɗa wannan mu kan mutiya ba a taimake mu kullum wannan magana ina faɗa wannan
Osman Kabir says Assalam, transfer or transmit result is not the issue. Let's have the soft copy of the results as announced at each polling unit. Bala Umar Gwandushi says good morning to you all. Happy New Year. The Senate President and the extension, and by extension National Assembly, should not set this country on fire. What will be will surely be. There is no point in manipulating the country future for selfish reasons. Thank you. Assalam, morning this morning or transmit result is not the issue. Let's have the soft copy of the results as announced at each polling unit. Bala Umar Gwandushi says good morning to you all. Happy New Year. The Senate President and the extension, and by extension National Assembly, should not set this country on fire. What will be will surely be. There is
I don't have what to take a bath. There is no road, the roads are not motorable for me to move. There is no power. I don't know what is going on in Nigeria. I will enjoy the dividends of democracy. Good morning, I think it's high time we Nigerians and electorate came to our hands and know who and who will vote into power. As I'm talking to next coming election, because it seems this administration has supported between dividends of Nigerians and I think it's high time people are not begging, people are not electorate. I don't know what is going on. I'm not happy.
We have Marcus Michael saying good morning in the studio. Baba, I greet you. For me, fella song happening now. I'm in animal in human dress. Happy New Week and renewed hope, no project completed, no federal, nothing. APC government said when you join APC, your sins are forgiven. All right. Hello, good morning this morning. Good morning in the studio. Baba, I greet you. For me, fella song happening now. I'm in animal in human dress. Happy New Week and renewed hope, no project completed, no federal, nothing. APC government said when you join APC.
Matter, he don't come, he don't go.
Hello, good morning this morning.
No constant electricity supply, no constant water supply. Pensioner has not paid their gratitude. In Kontagora, we don't mandate and we don't come, he don't go. And my human right of the woman, we feel we travel inside this MO water, and we have not seen an investor in the same capital in Kontagora started investment. Look at this big land that is close to Mobi roundabout. Up to now, it has not been upgraded. Why? At least an investor supposed to be there, investing. But the problem is this: which white man go live in country? Look at the mandate that is close to Mobi electricity supply. Okay.
The challenger right there. All right, and I think that is the much calls we can take on the program today. On the program, so gentlemen, our final words, so we can call it a wrap on the program. Parting words, I beg your pardon.
Well, I want to appreciate our listeners for always staying right here with us. Thank you very much and have a great day.
Thank you for listening, and tomorrow is another day. You can join us again, same time, same station.
Say bye-bye.
What do you want me to say?
Our parting words. Bye bye to Niger Lights. Coming tomorrow again.
Bye bye.
Till we come tomorrow again.
Okay. Bye bye to Niger Lights.
Say bye bye.
You want me to say bye bye?
Till we come tomorrow, yeah.
So let me give you my solidarity, solidarity, solidarity. Oh yeah.
Yeah, there.
Nigerians, events of the past few years have indicated that despite our great human and material resources, the government has not been able to fulfill the legitimate expectations of our people. Nigeria has been left to drift. This situation, if not arrested, would inevitably have resulted in chaos and even bloodshed. In the endeavor
to build a strong, united, and virile nation, Nigerians have shed much blood. The thought of further bloodshed, for whatever reasons, must, I'm sure, be revolting to our people. The armed forces, having examined the situation, came to the conclusion that certain changes were inevitable. After the Civil War, the affairs of state, hitherto a collective responsibility, became characterized by a lack of consultation, indecision, indiscipline, and even neglect.
That was late Murtala Ramat Muhammad. And then that the leadership that Nigeria had missed. Have a nice day.
All right, thank you very much for that one, Baba. And I want to say a very big thank you to everybody who has been with us since the early hours of today and up till this time. I want to say thank you. And to welcome your way again tomorrow with another outstanding edition of the program. Do stay tuned to Badegi Radio 90.1 from the People Station. As up next is time for the Badegi Radio Link with Mr. Osman Apaya. So stay tuned and don't touch that dial.
On a count of 3.